Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Sebastian at 8. If you believe the media, South Africa is sad not to be able to host one of the most popular sporting events, the Football World Cup 2010. We've heard much about missing security or negative turnover. That's what I want to discuss on my show with tonight's guest, experts of different World Cup committees. Welcome with me, the Chief of Police of the City of Pretoria, Samuel Ndive, the Director General for Trade and Investment of South Africa, Iqbal Nair Sharma.
Good evening. Good evening.
The Secretary of Treasury, Manuel Trevor. And Mbukwa Okawamfo, the Head of the Tourism Committee. First, let's talk about the infrastructure. Iqbal, what can you tell us about the preparations in the range of infrastructure?
Well, the South African government is spending around 41 billion euro in infrastructure in the run-up to the FIFA World Cup 2010. It will be one of the best organized World Cups ever, and we want to show the whole world that an African nation like South Africa is able to host one of the biggest sport events ever.
Wow, that's a lot of money. And what will the South African government do with these financial means?
Yes, Sebastian, we will spend 20 billion euro on new investments in energy over the next 5 years. Between now and 2010, South Africa will spend 4 billion euro in building and renovating the 10 World Cup stadiums, 5 billion euro on upgrades to the country's airports, and 3.5 billion euro on improvements to the country's road and rail network.
But where does the government of South Africa get all the money from, Manuel?
The 41 billion euro are sponsored by many international business partners of the FIFA. Compared to the World Cup 2006 in Germany, the FIFA has developed a new sponsorship concept. Next to the 6 FIFA partners Adidas, Sony, Hyundai, Coca-Cola, Visa International and Emirates Airline, there are between 6 and 8 FIFA World Cup partners and 6 national sponsors. McDonald's and Budweiser are named as FIFA World Cup partner. And for example, for the national promoter of South Africa, they are the First National Bank and the Telkom.
What do you think? Which companies profit the most from the World Cup 2010?
Well, I think building companies profit the most of the World Cup 2010. The investments in railways, electricity and stadiums come along with shopping malls, agency estates and private buildings. And they are the highest since 21 years to prepare South Africa for this big soccer event.
Okay, now let's talk about the tourism. Mbukwa, what do you expect from the World Cup in Africa for the tourism?
Well, we want to use the World Cup as a publicity campaign for the whole continent, and so we bear the responsibility for the entire success. When everything goes alright, the tourism sector will bring enormous gains, which will exceed the coast by far, and we will have a boom in the tourism for years after the World Cup.
Yeah, and how does it exactly look like?
We expect a total advantage of about 3 billion euros and 160,000 new jobs, mainly in the gastronomy. To reach this goal, we build currently many hotels in almost every major city. And if the hotels won't suffer, we will change schools and sport halls to bear up the rush of thousands of soccer fans.
Interesting. And what are the positive effects for South Africa, and what will you do with the revenues?
Well, Sebastian, we expect a growth in the tourism, and this will mean that more people will find work in this sector. With the revenues, we want to reduce the poverty and the crime. And another point is that those who visit us 2010 will soon return with friends and family to show them our beautiful country when everything fits.
Okay. Many people are concerned about security matters. Samuel, what has been done to improve security?
Well, Sebastian, first of all, the government provided 566 million euros for crime prevention. Also, our police forces were trained by the FBI, the GSG-9 and other German police forces, since they did such a great job in Germany 2006. Furthermore, they will get international military training, but that is not all yet. There will be border patrols at ports, airports and land borders. And all the forces receive new equipment, vehicles and new training.
And especially refer to the tourists, what will you plan for their security?
We will have twice twice the amount of police forces than we had before, in order to be able to have police patrols 24/7 and to secure the tourist safety. There will be special police forces near hotels, and we will hand out maps that mark dangerous areas.
Unfortunately, we have to finish now. Thank you very much for watching my show. I hope I see you next week again. And a big thank you for my special guests. Thank you for coming. Good night, your Sebastian.